Hi, welcome to episode 99 of the PassionKnit Spinner podcast. My name is Tracy. You can find me as Schnüffelt here on Ravelry and Instagram. There's a Ravelry group for the podcast. Please come over, join. Thank you so much for being here. It's episode 99. What? This is crazy. I never thought I would have 99 episodes of this podcast. And here I am, 99 episodes. Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm still enjoying it though, so there will be more. Now, let's start. For what I'm wearing, I wear my strawberry hoodie that I sewed up earlier this year. The pattern is from a German sewing magazine. It's Diana Nähmoden irgendwas. I have no idea which one it was. But yeah, I love this hoodie. I made it out of those two different fabrics because I just had them and I wanted to try out the pattern. I thought, you know what? If it doesn't look too good, it's just going to be around the house thing. It's going to be fine. And I absolutely love it. I think it turned out amazing. The zipper was something, in my stash. I just had it. I had the fabric. I had a small glass strawberry bead. No idea where that came from. So I made a zipper pull out of it. I can't show it to you. So I will not come close enough. But yeah, I absolutely love it. It has long sleeves. And it is a bit A-line shapey. I absolutely adore it. I have made a second one already that's completely finished, that has short sleeves. And I have two assembled that still need a zipper and the finishing. But I love this pattern. I'm very, very glad that I decided to try it out. So, I'm still a bit sick. I'm sorry, I have to cough. I can't change that. For knitting in the past, I have a surprise finished object this week. I decided to not finish something that I had started. I'm going to show it to you. This is what I have finished now. It's a cowl, just a, super easy cowl. I'm not going to put it on because I'm already very hot warm. I had started with the red, went into the green, and I had like 4 more colors. So this should have been a gigantic long tube that I would have sewn the ends together for the biggest cowl ever. And I decided that this yarn is just, I want to have this as a garment and not as a cowl. And I have 6 different colors. The red and the green that you can see here. And then I have a purple, a yellow, an orange, and a blue. And I have decided to knit a dress with gray and all of these colors as stripes. So this is it. That's my cowl. It's my finished object of the week. When I took it out of the bag, I had exactly that much. So I just finished the round that I started and then I bound off and that's it. So that's my FO of the week. The yarn is Geilsk Bomull och Ull. It's a cotton and wool blend and it is very soft and very nice. So that's why I decided that I wanted it as a garment rather than a gigantic cowl. So yeah, FO of the week. Very much unintentional. So good. Okay, so for knitting in the present, I have 2 things actively on the needles. I did not work on the timeless Henley because I focused all my knitting time on this project here. It's in my project bag that I made with a woven piece. And this is the Estate Top by Justina Lakoska. I'm gonna try to show it to you. Here it is. This is the top that I'm working on. I think I already showed it last time. So I have finished quite a bit. I finished the top part. And I am now working on the body. So this is what it looks like so far. I think the color is amazing. What I did. You usually knit your garment to, the bottom hem, and then you go back to all the ribbing up top. And this is how this is intended to be. But I really want to wear this when I take the class with Justina at Woolen, which is next weekend. And I'm going to fly to Ireland tomorrow because I'm going to have a vacation first. So what I decided to do is I finished everything up top, finished all the ribbing. I'm going to weave in the ends later, and I'm going to steam block the lace bits that are the saddle shoulders so that this part will look nice. And then while on vacation, I will finish the rest of the top and have 2 ends to weave in because I'm alternating skeins, and then I will just wear it. It's gonna be okay. So yeah, this is what I have done. It's amazing. The yarn is wonderful. I'm using McMullen Fiber Company Sea Wool. That's what it looks like. It's a superwash merino and sea cell blend. It feels a bit, I'm not sure how to say it, not starchy, but like bast is the German word. I'm not sure what the English word is, but it feels a bit, yeah. I don't know how to describe it. It's very soft and it feels nice. So I'm glad. I am going to knit, the bottom hem is supposed to be a bit curved. I'm not going to do that because this is the yarn I have left. And I am just going to knit until I run out. Gonna estimate the time when to start the bottom ribbing and then just finish it off. It's also supposed to be a shape that goes in at the bottom, which, you know, my body goes out at the bottom, so I didn't do that. I'm just gonna knit straight down. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm knitting this on a US 5, that's a 3.75 millimeter needle, and it's just Knit Pro Symphonies. So nothing special there. So that's the Estee top, my main work in progress. And then I have decided to take out something else from hibernation that I started 2 years ago, and I got about that far on. And that's the Topstücke by Bente Geil. And it's a wonderful top, an A-line top that I have wanted to knit forever. And I got the kit because patterns by Bente Geil you can only get as a kit when you buy the yarn at the same time, which sucks because I have a ton of yarn and I don't need yarn. Merlin! So I do not need yarn, but I got the kit for this 8 or 9 years ago, probably more. What I didn't think of when I bought this was to make sure that I got the kit in German or English. No, I got the kit in Danish. I don't speak a word Danish, not one. So I had to get the German pattern to make this work. Because like I said, I have the original here. I'm not going to show you the pattern, I'm just going to show you the front page. So this is what it's supposed to look like in the end. And like I said, I managed to get the Danish pattern, which is very smart of me. Then I got the German version, and my copy was very horrible. I mean, I could barely read it. And also, it's Merlin! It's very minimalistic, the pattern. And I mean, I would describe myself as an intermediate knitter. You know, I can do most things. But this pattern almost killed me. I mean, when I started this, I was with 3 other very experienced knitters, and none of us were sure what to do. So yeah, not a big fan of that. So after I found out what to do, and as I said, the German version that I had was very hard to read because it was of such bad quality. I sat down yesterday. Merlin, jetzt ist gut. I put the cats out and they really want to get in. And Merlin is a scratcher, so he's outside scratching the door. What I did yesterday, I sat down and I typed up the pattern in English terms because all my knitting takes place in English. I don't even know German terms anymore. So I sat down, typed up everything with just the numbers for my size, and I have it now in here. And now I can work with this. So the yarn that I'm using is, of course, the original yarn, which is Geil's 100% wool, which is 100% wool. It is very scratchy. And it's very dark as well. It's almost black. It's a very dark gray. Should have gone for a lighter gray when I got the pattern or the kit. And so this is what it looks like so far. Like I said, I have not done a whole lot on this. I just took it out like a week ago, not even, maybe 4 days, and decided to get my mind back into the pattern and get it back in rotation because I really want to have it. You know, I had this kit forever because I love the aesthetic of it so much. So yeah, I already fucked it up pretty bad, but I've decided to leave it. There is the A-line column that looks like this so far. You know, it's barely there, but I'm going to show you the picture again of the finished thing. Whoops. So as you can see here, it should have 4 purl sections in here. I only have 3 because I have actually no idea why. But I decided I will not rip back. I know I'm still at the beginning and I could possibly just break the yarn and start over. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to have this with 3 purl sections in the A-line part of the pattern because why not? Also, I think that Manny! This cat is driving me crazy. I'm sorry for the shouting. I think that an uneven number is more aesthetically pleasing than an even number, so I'm gonna stick to 3. I'm gonna let the cat in. Fine. So. Jetzt ist aber Schluss. I think that an uneven number is aesthetically more pleasing than an even number. So I'm just gonna do it with 3. It's going to be okay. I have it in this project bag that my friend Martina made for me. And yeah, I love it. I'm going to take this on vacation with me. It's going to be my vacation knitting. And yeah, I hope to have this done anytime in the future would be nice, but you know, soon would be better. So that's the 2 things I'm working on. I have, like I said, I didn't touch the Timeless Henley, but I'm going to take it on vacation with me. So I hope to get a bit done while I'm there. For knitting in the future, I didn't write down anything because I'm going to be away. So I'm going to just take the 3 started things and hope to finish at least 2 of them. For spinning, I have a ton of spinning. Boy, do I have a lot of spinning. I finished the complete custom spin that I was working on over the last 6 months or so, and it's a lot. So I'm going to show you the bigger part of it first. It is the orange custom spin that I have been showing a lot of times. I ended up with 6 skeins of it. Here they are. This is it. That's the finished yarn. So I'm gonna have it like this so I can tell you all the details. This is 1,804 meters. That's 1,973 yards. And it's 955 grams of a traditional 2-ply. I spun all the singles on my Luette S45 spinning wheel, and I plied everything on my mini spinner because I'm lazy and I love playing on the mini spinner. So I'm going to show you one of them up close. I'm going to show this one. Here it is. It's turned out wonderful. I think it's beautiful. It will make, in my opinion, a wonderful cabled garment. And yeah, it's a lot. It's 6 skeins, almost a kilo. I only had like 2 meters left on the last bobbin when I had finished plying, and it should have been a kilo, and it's only 955 grams. So I'm not sure where the remaining 45 grams went because I spun up everything. Maybe it's, you know, it wasn't all that much to begin with. I'm not sure. So yeah, here it is. 6 skeins, finished, done, washed, dry, ready to leave my house. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to have this done. I really am. And then I sat down and powered through the other part of the custom spin for the same person and finished that up as well. This was bats. I had 2 turquoise and 2 black turquoise and I applied them together. And this is what I ended up with. These 2 big skeins, it's 680 meters, 743 yards, 373 grams. It's gorgeous. I really love how this turned out. And I had a lot of turquoise left on the bobbin. So I did a mini skein that I chain plied. And it is roughly the same weight. So you can, I would knit a shawl out of it and do a border in this or something similar. So yeah, that's it. Whole custom spin done. Almost 1.5 kilos. It's finished. It's finished. I'm very excited about spinning again. So I'm going to do a lot of spinning for Tour de Fleece. I hope. We'll see. So yeah, that's that. It's done. It's done. I cannot believe it. It's a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm not very good with custom spins or custom things to begin with. And when it is just that big, it's just, yeah, it's a lot. So let me zip. Okay. And then I did some spinning for myself. I spun a bit more on my spool spindle. I have the second bobbin attached now because I finished the first one. This is a spool spindle by a German spindle maker called Mattes Drechselwerkstatt or Mattes Spindeln. I am spinning these Rolex from Bakewell Hearts. They're really nice to spin. And I put 2 full Rolex on this one bobbin here. So what this is, it's a spindle with interchangeable bobbins, so you can take it off and pop it back on when you're done, or, you know. So I can just put these on my Lazy Kate and really ply on the wheel, of course, because I'm not going to ply on the spindle. So yeah, this is what I'm working on for myself right now, just for in between spinning, and when I'm back from vacation, I will start something else for myself. For new stuff, I have a lot of new stuff. Let me show you the first things. First things first. Okay, the first thing that I bought this week because I wanted to, that's the only reason, is 2 skeins of this yarn. I'm going to take out one of them because it's already kitted up, you know. It's Gomitolo Estate. I have no idea how to say it. It's from Lana Grossa. It's a German yarn. It's made in Italy, but it's, you know, it's a German manufacturer. And it looks like this, and it's a viscose and cotton blend. I got 2 skeins of this. The skeins are 200 grams each with 760 meters. And I got 2 because I want to knit the Linho sweater by Joji Locatelli out of this. And it's the perfect weight for it. So I'm excited about this one. And I got the pattern gifted last year. And I really wanted to knit it ever since. But I do not have any non-wool yarn. I just don't. I only have wool yarn. So I got these 2 skeins to knit this sweater in this beautiful light green. And I think it's going to be amazing. And then I got fiber from my friend Barbara. The one that I recently got is at the bottom, but this is my plan for Tour de Fleece, I think. I have 5 braids from my friend that she dyed, and I'm going to use all 5 of these in one project. I think I'm going to spin it for a Crazy Stripes sweater. I think that's the name. It's by Atelier Alpha, I think. And I'm going to show it to you when I'm going to cast on. But the important bit is, so here are the 2 braids that I recently bought this weekend at Spinning Club. I'm going to spin them separate and ply them together. So that's one of my colors. And the other ones, this one I got for my birthday. This is her beautiful label. Her shop is called Wolle. You can find her on Etsy. So this is one of the braids that I have. And then I have this one. They go together very well. Very well. And then I also have this one. So I'm going to use these three here and do a normal combo spin, like I normally do my combo spins. I'm going to pull them apart and make this one of the colors. And then I'm going to have the green for the stripes. So this will be a sweater. Green stripes and this as the main color. I'm so excited about this. I think this is going to be absolutely amazing. And her fiber is just perfect. If you need fiber, go to her shop, buy everything because it's worth it. So I'm gonna put it back in the little bag here. So yeah, that is my Tour de Fleece plan, I think. If I'm not going to start and finish before that, I won't. I think Tour de Fleece is completely in July this year. And, oh well, I have all of June. We'll see. It's going on the wheel very soon, for sure. And then I went to the flea market and got some vintage buttons there because I love getting vintage buttons. And they're not super special. I got these brown ones because they're neutral and can go with everything. Then I got these green ones that I just thought were very pretty, and I might use them for a button-down shirt for myself. And then I got 10 of those. I have no idea what I'm going to use them for, but they are gorgeous. So these are my buttons and the big thing that I got this week. A friend of mine on Instagram showed yarn that, handspun yarn, that she was going to take to a museum day thing where she would sell it. And I just contacted her and said, if no one wants this yarn, I'm going to take it. And she said, yeah, well, you could take it now, you know, easier. And I said, okay, let's do it like that. And yeah, I bought a sweater's worth of handspun from my friend Anna, and I love it. So it's in 2 gigantic skeins. Isn't this wonderful? So here it is. This is my new sweater yarn. I have an idea already what I want to make with it. Not sure if that's going to work out, but yeah, I will talk about that when I'm ready to start. So this, my friends, is my sweater. It's my new sweater for sure. It's beautiful. Don't you think it's beautiful? It's a combo spin, which is always wonderful. And yeah, it's just gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. It's very soft. It's nice. It's perfectly spun. It's just perfect. Thanks again for letting me have this before anyone else could try and get it. So yeah, that's my new sweater yarn. And that's all that I have for new stuff. For reading, listening, watching. I finished some things. I finished the Body Positive Power, and I can still show it to you because I haven't sent it out yet. So I read this book over the course of the last month or so. It is by Megan Jane Krapp. You can find her on Instagram at @bodyposipanda. It's a good book. Let's start like that. It is a good book. I'm glad that I read it. It doesn't really speak to me all that much because it talks a lot about how to stop dieting and escape diet culture. And I have never, ever in my life done a diet, ever, because I love food just way too much. And I would never restrict myself from eating. So that part, which is like 95% of this book, did not really speak to me. And the other part that is more like, you know, love yourself the way you are. Your body is perfect. It was more like exactly that. Stop whining. You're perfect the way you are. It's absolutely fine. And I would not have needed a book for that, to be honest. if you are in engaged in diet culture and in dieting and in exercising just so you can look a certain way, I think that book is amazing for you. For me, as I never exercise because I hate sport, and I never do a diet because I love food, it was not really for me because, you know, it's just, I'm not sure how to describe, but I think you understand what I'm talking about. It's a good book. I'm glad I read it. I'm going to send it out to a friend of mine. And then, yeah. Good. So next book. I finished this one. And then I started another nonfiction book. It's called Stitched Up, the Anti-Capitalist Book of Fashion. And I'm not that far in because, I mean, it's fascinating. I'm very excited to read it. But look at the size of the font. It is so small. It's so small. It is just so small. I'm not sure if that's just because I'm getting older or what's going on, but this is very small. So I'm going to take a bit to read it because it's so small. I can't really tell you anything because all I've read so far was the introduction. I haven't even started on the actual book yet. So I'm gonna I'm gonna take this on vacation with me. I think maybe I can sit down and read a bit. We'll see. Probably I won't, but I'm gonna take it with me anyways. So the other thing for listening, I finished listening to Sapphire Blue. That's the second book in the Ruby Red trilogy by Kerstin Gier. I'm listening to the English version right now. And I talked last week about how awful it was. And the second book is better. I'm still very bugged about the name change because I just don't understand why. And but it was better. So I finished book 2. I am on to book 3. I'm about halfway through, or 2/3. I wanted to finish before we leave for holiday, but that's not going to happen because we leave tomorrow morning. And yeah, so that's not going to do. For watching, didn't watch anything talk worthy. So yeah, that's that. Now for everything else, I have 2 things. First, the next VKN is going to take place this Saturday, which is May 19th on at 9 p.m. GMT +1 Berlin time, which means that I have to make sure to take account for my time change. But I have, it's going to happen. I'm going to sit in the hotel lobby, I think, and just gonna make it work. It's going to be fine. We are going to have a VKN this Saturday. I hope you will be there. I'm going to provide the link, as always, like 5 minutes before we start. And then you just click the link and you're in. And I will really enjoy those. Last time, we talked for 5.5 hours, I think. I went to bed at 2:30 in the morning, and it was so worth it. It was wonderful. I'm so glad that we decided to do this, or that I decided to do this, and that you are all joining in, because it is so much fun, and I'm just really glad that we're doing that. And then the other thing, next episode is going to be episode 100. What? 100 episodes. So I thought it would be fun and interesting to do like a Q&A. If you have any questions for anything you want to know, just ask. If they are too personal, I'm not going to answer them. Everything else, I probably will answer, because why not? So yeah, if you have questions, leave them either as a YouTube comment or in the Raverly group, and I'm going to do a little bit of a Q&A next week if people have questions. If not, I'm just going to do a normal podcast, and not next week, because next week I'm going to be in Ireland. And then I'm going to be at Woolin, and I look so forward to that. So if you're at Woolin and you see me, please come say hi. I'm not one of the official podcasters because I got rejected, which is fine. And I expected that, actually. So I'm not bitter about that at all. I'm just going to walk around and buy a lot of yarn and have fun. And if you see me, just say hi, stop me. I'm very approachable, I think. A bit sarcastic, but you know that already. So it's going to be perfect. And yeah, I'm very excited for woolen. I'm going to take a class and it's going to be wonderful. I just know it. So I'm going to stop now. I hope you all have a wonderful time. I'm going to talk to you again when I'm back from vacation, and I'm going to show you everything I bought because I want to. Until then, enjoy everything you do. Bye.